Let's go into mode 2. I don't think 3 is ever called for on the dirt here. Very few people out at the park today because it's like 93 degrees, but still, I mean, it's not that bad. I guess, to be fair, I'm wearing a cooling vest. Jesus Christ, it's a whole bunch of turkeys. In mode 1 and I was getting plenty of wheel spin. Yeah, so this bike is my 3rd time riding in the dirt. Got 10 hours on it. The Alta Redshift EXR. I still haven't replaced my rear tire, even though I would like to, because riding in the street wears it out quite a bit with all the wheelies and the burnouts and yeah, all that stuff. I really would like to get a second pair of wheels that are 17-inch with street tires that I could swap. During a week, but I don't know what to buy, what would fit this bike. Oh my lord. It's funny, I assume that I would most definitely be in mode 4 on the street as much as possible, but usually I'm in mode 3 because mode 4 is just too much. I mean, doing an accidental burnout is sort of neat, but it's like when you're trying to actually accelerate and you're just doing a burnout, like, it's a little frustrating. And in this section I just am in mode 1. Mode 1 for all single track. It's plenty. I heard something that in the earlier models, the mode 1 through 4 was a lot more distinct from each other compared to this EXR, where it's way more similar. which seems like it's probably true from what I've read about the reviews of the earlier models. Yeah, so on the street, usually I'm in mode 3, but then when I get to a stop and I need to do a sharp turn, I switch down to mode 1, just because it's so easy to lose traction with the knobby tires on this bike. It's ridiculous. I was at a stop sign the other day in town, just going normal pace, and I needed to turn left. I was in mode 1, and it was just a normal left turn, but my rear wheel slid out like 1.5 feet, and I almost crashed. That's one thing people say, how when you ride dirt, it's just incredibly valuable for the street. And I think I agree with that. Riding dirt has made me way more comfortable. And then like when I go to those test ride demo events, I'm fine with hopping on any bike, anything from like a R6 to a Gixxus 1000 to even a Indian Chieftain behemoth bike. Yeah, and having my rear wheel skid out on the street is not so scary. Yeah, it's amazing how few people are here. Like, I guess I was saying before, I'm wearing a cooling vest, which was a great purchase from Amazon or something, but it makes this heat quite bearable. It drops my temperature by like 20 degrees or something. When I first put it on, I'm shivering. It's like 95 degrees out and I'm friggin' shivering. Suppose more people should get those things so they can come out riding, because I'm not sure why this park is so empty. Feels fine to me. And the people who are here are like mostly just riding around the parking lot in circles. What the heck? I guess there's the one trials guy. I don't understand what these kids are riding around in circles for like 3 hours in the parking lot. It's like there's like beginner tracks and ovals like right next to you. Yeah, so the rangers said that they're gonna get a couple of these EXR bikes themselves, and they might get a charging station of some sort, which would be neat. I don't particularly have any need for a charging station, because with this kind of riding, my endurance wears out by the time my battery gets to 50% charge. sure if you were riding the MX track, you'd appreciate the charging station. So I added Cycra Pro Bend handguards on this thing. It's a little bit of a pain. But they turned out pretty good. In some parts of these trails, my worn out rear tire is actually pretty fun. Like, there's some parts where it's a downhill section and it's incredibly sketchy, but like this area of trails, Four Fingers, it's not really too much of a concern. Yeah, it's funny how the battery life on this thing works. Like I said, I can ride this thing for a few hours in the afternoon in single track like this. And I have plenty of charge. Or same thing around town. But like, once you start getting up to speed on the freeway and such, or just not even on the freeway, but higher speeds, the battery life just drains very quickly. I was trying to go down to Skyline. Well, I was on Skyline. I was trying to make it to this one park and then go back, and I didn't have enough power. I screwed up and didn't fully charge the bike before I left, so it was like 80%, but still. Do-do-do. I guess we will go on this one again. This is my favorite trail. It's not too difficult, but it has very nice flowing curves uphill. And even though I'm losing traction on my rear wheel with the worn out tire, it's very neat because I can, with the power delivery here, I can control the slide very, very easily. Let's see if I can do a wheelie. I don't think I will with the traction, but is here.